Okay, it is September the 23rd, Thursday. We have got another workout all lined up. This is 3 minutes of work followed by 1 minute of rest. There are 4 work rounds. The workout in completeness is 16 minutes total. Not even, 15 minutes total. So it is designed to be a cardio push. There is a cardio component. I want to get your heart rate up. I've tried to balance it out with abs, so I call it core and cardio, usually. I'm going to demonstrate the first round only, the first set of 3 moves only, and then in your 1 minute breaks as we go through, I will demo the next 3 moves. So, up first, step jacks. Step jacks are the equivalent of jumping jacks. If you feel energetic and like you've got even 20 to 30 seconds of jacks in you, please feel free. If you know that your knees, ankles don't like that this is plenty, we are stepping out and back together, arms overhead. Then you've got a tabletop hold. My bench will do as the floor. Tabletop hold. If your wrists are tender and sensitive, you may always work from your knuckles. Otherwise, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. You want to use your core to hold your guts in place. Don't let that belly pull you to the ground. Get nice and tight through the middle. You are going to push in through knuckles, wrists, heels of the hands, and toes, and just hover your knees off the floor for the 1 minute. If you need a break, set your knees down, give it a wiggle, get set up, come back to it. The second part of this move is what we call protecting the neck, neutral spine. You are going to plant the tongue on the back of the top teeth across the roof of your mouth. So in this position, eyes neutral, tongue on the roof of the mouth, holding your position. Okay? All technical and stuff. Safety first. Then you got dead bugs, arms and legs in the air. I've talked about core canister, keeping that core engaged. This is a challenging move. You don't need to do all kinds of sit-ups and stuff. Dead bug will work. The trick with a dead bug is that you have to keep the abs engaged in order for it to be truly effective. And so what that means is when you lay on the floor, there's a certain amount of give or space under your back. You probably could slide a hand in under the small of your back. You want to be able to keep the front of the abs in its washboard state, in its tense state. And what that means is you are going to remove the hollow of the back by engaging the core, pushing the low back into the floor, rolling up that tailbone, closing up the core, creating a band of tension around the abs to protect the back. So arms out from the shoulders, palms facing each other, lifting that tailbone up slightly. You can hold your head up if you want, if it helps you to keep your ribs and hips pulled together. And then you are opening opposite arm back up to the top and other side back up to the top. Dead bugs. Then you've got 1 minute rest. At that point, I will do your demo for your next work round, and I'll try to keep it short. But we have lots of time for me to talk you through it as we go. So arms out to the side, tiny arm circles, little ones getting slightly bigger, until they are large windmill arm circles. Forgive me, keep going. I've got a tight shoulder that prevents me from making that full range of motion. You want to be able to get both arms going as much as possible. And then we're going to start again and go the other way, backwards or other direction. So backwards, a little bit bigger, until you are making that full range of motion. Yeah, opening up. Big stretch, squeeze shoulder blades together and shake them out. Martial arts core rotation, pulling up on quads, squeezing the bum. You are just going to twist through the belly button, through the core, one side and then the other. letting the arm flop around. A couple more. Pick up your pace. Really let the momentum pull your arm out. Float. And last one. Swinging legs. So up nice and tall, you're going to swing the leg forward and backward. You might find that you're off balance a bit. Hold on to a chair or the wall. Let your leg loosen up in the hip joint. And other side, same thing. Don't kick the coffee table. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. L stretch. So L in one arm, L in the other arm. And then we're switching. So this is an internal rotation of the shoulder head. Pushing palm down and back, pushing hand all the way back. Yeah. Active push. And last 2. And last one. Hip circles, feet hip width apart. You're going to push, squeeze your bum, long hamstring, stretch out the back. Really stirring the pot with your tailbone. And other direction. Welcome to real life. And hip sweeps, up and open. This is training at home. If it was in a gym, you'd be having to share weight equipment with somebody or wait your turn or have your neighbors sweating on you. Here it's the damn garbage truck. Okay. And other side. Last one on the left and last one on the right. Okay, let's hop to it. 1 minute work rounds, back to back, 3 minutes of rest, starting with your step jacks in 3, hang on, 2, and 1. Here we go. So, step jacks, keeping the pace, whatever you feel like you can do. There you are, yep. So keep the pace high. Palms forward is full range of motion. So when you lead with the back of the hand to the roof, you run out of room. The shoulder gets impinged. Palms open, hands open. You are able to get full range of motion. Hang on, 22 seconds. You are mostly done. This one, never again today. 12 seconds. 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, tabletop, immediate. Down to your hands and knees, wrists under the shoulders. Take your time for setup. Brace your core, hovering. Knees off the mat. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. It is tough to be out of breath and hold your position. So brace the core a tiny bit. Provide some tension. If you need a break, drop the knee. Wiggle the bum, stretch the back. Take a breath, come back to it. 20 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, you're there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it over. Dead bugs. Arms and legs in the air. You got a 1 minute rest coming up. Roll that tailbone up. Crunch the abs together and lowering opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice control. Keep that big band of tension in the core. And pull. Push the belly button to the roof. Squash the spider. I can't see the clock, so we're on our own here. Pulling leg and arm together. If you need a little break, shake it out. Reset. Roll that tailbone up. Opposite drop. Get in your body. It is coordination. That's it. Hold on. You're almost there. Good. Rest. 1 full minute of rest. Up next, you've got full body extension. So feet hip width apart. Sweep the floor up on our tiptoes. Sweep up tight. Okay? Then you've got a single leg lower. Same kind of a position as your dead bugs, but your arms are behind your ears gently. You are going to lower one leg with the spider squished. Pull it back up to start, and then the other leg. Then you've got ankle touches. Feet and knees together, mermaid glued. You're going to reach long for that ankle. 1 minute is a long time. Take a break as you need to. Coming up. Coming up, 10 seconds. Full body extensions. So feet hip width apart. Arms are going to brush the ground up on the tiptoe. Here we go. So down and high. Down, up on the tiptoes, high. Squeeze your bum, pull up on your quads. Up. Once you get a feel for this move, you can make it faster, more fluid. Athletic stance, reach. Back and up. Faster and up. Sweep, up. Legs are tired, keep going. 20 seconds. Up on the tiptoes. Whoo, yep, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You get to lay down soon. And 1. All right. Single leg lower. If your cardio is needing recovery time, take your transition to the floor easy. So, fingertips behind the ears, single leg lower, keep that core engaged. Doesn't have to be fast, only as low as you can go before that back starts to give way. You want the core to remain engaged. You want that low back to stay connected to the mat. One at a time. Support your back. Don't go too low. Quality over everything. You're almost done. Good. Feet planted, ankle touches. So, mermaids, reach, long, pull, actively pull. Core closed on one side, rib bone to the hip bone. You got it. Take a break when you need to. Have a little rest. Come back to it. If it's your neck that's tired, rest your head for a minute. Keep the back of the head just brushing off the ground. Use those oblique muscles to pull that upper body down toward the hip. You get a 1 minute rest coming up. Good. All right. You're half done. Fast-paced march or a stationary sprint. Okay. Then you've got a side plank. I want you to work from your elbow. Elbow under the shoulder, from your knee or your toe. You can hold your arm up, you can hold your hand on your waist. Long line, stacking shoulder and hip over each other. Take a break, set it down, lift it up again, okay? Then we'll switch it 30 seconds. We'll do one side, then the other. Then you're gonna do upward dog, downward dog. So push the bum high, big stretch, sweep, forward, up dog for 1 minute. Up and down. We got 5 seconds. Fast march is coming up. You have 6 minutes of work total. So, drive, elbows, opposites, work together. That's athletic contralateral movement. It's teaching your brain how to move well. If you want a stationary sprint or jog or bounce or dance, your pick. Keep your cardio up. Halfway. That's the round where you're like, what? Halfway? Feels like forever. Keep going. You got this. You can lay down. Sorta. 12 seconds. Pick up your pace. Go a little harder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Side plank. So on your elbow, under the shoulder, knee bent, holding yourself into that side plank position. Don't let your bum pop out the back. Don't let yourself roll shut. Open up, straight, stack it, stack the ribs, stack the hips. In 6 seconds, we're gonna flip sides. 3, 2, and 1. Over the other way. Take time to see, elbow under the shoulder. Get set up. Your last 22 seconds. From here, we're gonna do up dog, down dog. 15 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Up dog, down dog. Last 4 minutes of your workout. So plank position is a good place to start. Pushing bum high hamstrings. Gently, carefully, slowly creeping forward, locking out the arms into upward facing dog. Pushing off, lift the abdomen. Press back into the heel. Push the chest toward the quads. And then gliding forward, taking control. Take a rest if you need to. Squeeze the bum, support the back. Pressing back off. Pushing chest toward the quads. Stretching the hamstrings. And glide forward. Locking out, eyes ahead. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Your last round is cross-body punches for 30 seconds. So semi-squat, horse stance, right? Cross-body punch followed by 30 seconds of uppercuts. Then you've got single leg balance, reach for 30 seconds per side. So reach, heel drives away, press through the floor, stand up. Then you've got a kickstand lunge. Like a bicycle kickstand, one leg slightly bent, toe outside the foot, outside the heel. You're going to put a little bit of weight in this bent leg, all the weight in the other leg, hand on a chair or the wall, sitting down, standing up. Single leg glute work, single leg quad work. Sit low, stretch out the hip, stand up. 30 seconds, we'll switch. Here comes crossbody punch. You're down to the last 3 minutes of work. Rotate the rib cage, solid in the back end, fast punches, shoulder height, lock out that arm. Get tight in the core. You got 13 seconds. Good. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, uppercut. Sharp jab to the chin. Bam, bam. Same thing, moving through the core. Solid on the bottom end. You got 18 seconds. We are going to the single leg balance. You got 2 minutes left to work after this. 10. Hold on. Hold on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So setting up single leg balance. Pick a leg, soft knee, reach long, balance, stand up, plant your foot. So single leg work, headlights, hips point down, reach, push through the floor and stand. You got time for one more. And then we're going to switch sides. So get solid on the other foot. Same thing, soft knee, reach long. You're going to have one leg that works better than the other. Reach and up. 15 seconds. And push all the way to standing. Last one, maybe 2. Yep, we got time for one more. So reaching long, push to the ground and stand up. Kickstand lunge, bicycle kickstand. On the tiptoe, sit back into that whole planted foot leg. So stable side, kickstand side. Sit down, most of the weight on that straight leg, whole foot side. Couple more, we're gonna switch sides. It's a weight shift. Sit down. When you come up, squeeze the bum. Other foot. Put your body weight on that whole foot. Kickstand. Sit into that heel. You can have a little bit of balance here, but I want you to, you're down to 20 seconds of work. It's done. I want you to sit into that single leg, bum. Here you are, 12 seconds. Couple more. One more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High five your partner. There you go. That is your workout. We're going to stretch, but I want you to walk off, shake out your tension. I want you to get your air under control. Long inhale through the nose. Long exhale through the mouth. As soon as you feel like you can do that, that's going to help you to slow your cardiorespiratory system a little bit, settle things faster. Longer exhale. There you go. I am pleased that that was short. So, sitting on a chair, stool, bench, knee open wide. You are going to stretch that glute by pressing forward, leaning forward, chest to shin. Starting next week, we are going to begin to add just slightly more challenging moves. By the time you've done 2 weeks, you've been getting your walking, you've been focusing on rest and sleep. Hopefully you've been making some success in the kitchen, supporting each other. Other side, same thing. Fold that ankle over the knee, drop that knee open wide. You should be beginning to feel like you can push just a fraction harder. I will tell you that one of the most common things I hear about from the people that I work with is, oh my God, when does it get easier? And I want you to know that that never ever comes. There is not one day that I go, oh my God, I can't wait to train today. I just love everything about it so much. I love feeling sore. I love being sweaty and out of breath. Like never, ever. There's not one part of me that feels that way. If you are sitting on the chair, can you pull that foot up underneath your bum? Yeah? Can you sit on that heel just a bit and then lean back slightly, stretching that quad? That's the delusion. I mean, I guess there are people who thrive on crazy hard workouts and being out of breath and getting sweaty, that nervous system regulation, that mind chewing on that bone. But for most people it doesn't. And so what happens is that you just determine, like brushing your teeth, this is something short-term pain today, 16 minutes, that provides long-term gain. I brush my teeth every day, not because I friggin' love brushing and flossing my teeth every day, but because I know that it adds up in the end. It's part of the whole process of self-care and taking care of my body and making sure that I have a pretty smile. So, I think, the other thing is that people wait for it to get easier. And the tricky thing is that it never gets easier because you get better and then you push a little bit harder. So it never feels like it gets easier. And you don't notice, because the more strong you get, the more cardio adapted you get, the more weight you lose, the more easier that it is to move and feel good in your body, the harder you naturally push, and the more challenging it will still continue to seem. So the thing is you just got to show up and do the work. Appreciate your body. Thank yourself and your partner for making it a priority if this is the couple's work. If you're doing it on your own, pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself that you're a badass. And know that you're doing a great job. Ear to the shoulder, gently pull the side of the head, drop that shoulder away from the ear. Nice long stretch. And up. And over the other side. Nice long stretch. Thanks for being here. Good job. See you recording next Tuesday.